The state already has a proposed energy master plan to go clean and green by 2050. Now the nation could have a bold new plan with the same goal. It's called the Clean Future Act, a green deal that aims to fuel the entire country's economy on 100% clean energy. Joanna Gagos reports.
New Jersey will see up to 1 foot in sea level rise by 2030, 2 feet by 2050, and 6 feet by the end of the century.
Several state leaders, including First Lady Tammy Murphy, joined Congressman Frank Pallone today to announce his Clean Future Act, a bold plan to make our country 100% clean by 2050. That means no greenhouse gas pollution.
The idea is to reduce emissions from pipelines, methane and whatever. The idea is to move away from fossil fuels as much as possible.
The timing of this plan is critical, they said, because recent events are proof that climate change is already here.
New Jersey is warming at a faster rate than almost all other states. Our shorelines are vanishing. We have harmful algal blooms. Rain comes in torrential downpours, and our summers are blazing hot.
She said climate change will cost the state $10 billion. And for some, it's very personal.
As a coastal resident and survivor of Superstorm Sandy, who was displaced from my home for way too long, I consider myself a former climate refugee. I've seen the impact that climate change has on the health, financial well-being, and the fabric of our communities.
Pallone's plan would regulate several sectors like the building, industrial, power, and the worst offender, the transportation sector.
For the power sector, for example, we set a goal of 100% clean energy, clean electricity, if you will, by 2050. For the transportation sector, we address car and truck emissions to achieve that goal. For the building sector, we have criteria for construction material, for example, that they can't emit more greenhouse gases.
It looks at things like environmental justice, so where we're siting facilities and making sure we prioritize reductions in communities of color, low-income communities that are on the front lines of climate change and other health disparities from the pollution.
But the bill faces opposition, not just from climate change deniers, but from some Democrats who say it doesn't go as far as the Green New Deal introduced by Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Her plan eliminates fossil fuels and nuclear energy. Pallone's offers more flexibility.
We're not saying that by 2050 there would be no natural gas, there would be no coal. And if you did, and then you were adding emissions, you would have to find some way to capture other emissions so that you're still carbon neutral.
In New Jersey, environmentalists largely support it.
And together we have something I call the Green Big Deal, because we need both.
The congressman acknowledged the bill is going to be a tough sell on both sides of the aisle, but said he's willing to take it piecemeal, passing portions at a time, so long as something is getting done. In West Long Branch, I'm Joanna Gagos, NJTV News.